What's up, everyone? Welcome to today's video, and today we are going to be taking it back to December 20th, 2025. It was our last full park day at Disney, so let's head back to December 20th and I'll give you a recap and a photo montage of everything, mostly, that we did that day. Let's get going. So this was another day spent at Epcot. We really enjoyed just kind of eating and drinking around the world in our own specific way. We started out with breakfast at Leal, which was an experience that morning. There was a family there that was obviously not from the US. You could tell from like their accent and how like they were speaking to each other in their native tongue. You could just tell this mom was absolutely done. The kids weren't listening to mom. They weren't listening to dad. They were running around the restaurant. If you've been to Disney and you know they have those plastic dispensers where you just pull like a knife, a fork, a spoon, kind of, you know, cafeteria style. Well, the little boy was over there just pulling every single fork, throwing them away, pulling a whole bunch of forks and throwing them away. I just felt like, I felt really bad for the mom because the mom kept trying to get onto him. The dad was getting onto the mom for getting onto him. And finally the mom got up and said she was leaving. She was booking tickets to go back home and they were now their dad's problem. In the middle of this, Sam and I are sitting there and eating our breakfast. We split the croissant jambon fromage, a full baguette, and something else that I don't remember. This is what happens when you're finishing up a trip video at the end of April. Sam was really excited about the baguette, as you'll see in the pictures. I don't recall that I got any of the baguette, so I'm thinking, because that happened again, I'm thinking that we're just going to need to end up buying 2 of them. So one of our must-do things for this day, because it was our last day, it was to meet Santa Goofy. So we headed over to the Odyssey Pavilion to kind of wait for that meet and greet to start opening. While we were there, there is a holiday kitchen in there. So Sam got the beer flight, which had the gingerbread Brock by the Cricket Can Brewing Company, the Baking Spirits Bright Gingerbread Red Ale by Gulfstream Brewing, and the Frosted Gingerbread White Stout by Ivanhoe Park Brewing Company. I will say that kind of even right like now, nothing really like jumps out at me about this beer flight because I do remember that we shared it. Like, none of them just jumped out at me as like, oh my gosh, I have to go buy like the large size of any of these. I also got some sort of little shake that I don't remember what it was. Again, don't wait to film until April. You just won't miss. I don't remember a whole lot. From there, we did get in line to go meet Santa Goofy. It was a pretty decently long line, but it moved fairly quickly. It was really neat, though, because you kind of wandered what they called through the glittering grove, and it was, all the trees were decorated by Balsam Hill, and they were so pretty. I was like, I will never afford a balsam tree, but I will look at them right here. So after that, we just kind of wandered back over to the World Showcase, where we grabbed more food from the Festival Kitchens. We went to the L'Chaim booth, and I got the potato latkes, and Sam got the pastrami on rye. I was really excited because I originally didn't see, I just saw the smoked salmon with potato latkes, and I had been prepared to ask, can I just get the potato latkes? But they have them without the salmon, which made me very excited, and they were very good. And Sam was really happy with his pastrami on rye. So while we're continuing wandering around, Sam decided that he wanted a limoncello from the Italy Pavilion, from the cellar. So we headed over there. I found a table, which was a great thing because, number one, that line took forever for Sam to get through for this little bitty thing of limoncello. But also because the pizza window over by Via Napoli was open, and Sam got us a couple pieces of that pizza, and that is some fantastic pizza. It was so good. And, like, I'm telling you, like, by that point, It was like I was up to here with food after like vacation. But that pizza was so good. I swear we were eating like just on I swear, we had eaten enough for like 5 people within the course of a couple of days. But we decided to kind of start wandering back towards the bus stop at this point. But we did stop at the Caramel Cooch, which is in the Werther's store, the caramel store in the Germany Pavilion. We picked up a couple of the caramel pecan clusters. I had gotten one the day before, and I had sent pictures to my mom. I'm like, look what I'm eating. And she's like, can I have one? Yes, Mom. Yes, you may. So we picked up one for her, one for me. I also got another bottle of the Werther's caramel sauce to take home, or to bring home. And as of this video, I've kind of used about half of one bottle. So I'm really trying to make this caramel last. It is really good. It's about $6 that I paid back in December. I don't know if the prices have went up. Definitely will be checking when we go in December. Spoiler alert. But if you are in the German Pavilion and you want some good caramel sauce for like making your own like dipping your apples for like work, or you want to like line a cup for it or making a nice coffee, definitely check it out. It is a little bit more expensive than what you would pay for some caramel like at Walmart, but I think it's roughly about the same size ounces wise. Once we got back to our resort, the first thing we did was we headed to the gift shop where we purchased a $200 gift card to book the bounce back offer. If you didn't know, even if you don't get a flyer in your room, don't panic, because you still have a bounce back offer linked to your account. You can call to book it, or let your travel agent know that you want to book it. We call in with your current reservation number. You can call in, just book it through your travel agent. And you have 7 days from the day you check out to book that. So if it's something that you are thinking about, you're like, well, maybe we'll go like we really enjoyed this year at Christmas, we want to go again next year at Christmas. Definitely check into that bounce back offer and see what it entails. Because it can save you money, definitely. We also picked up a pack of Disney playing cards that I actually have right here because I just got them out of my bag. I think we paid like $15 for these playing cards. But they're definitely worth it because we'll use them on other trips and here at the house or whatnot. After we checked out at the gift shop, we treated ourselves to more food as if we needed any more food at this point. Sam got the Mickey Brownie Sundae and I got a chocolate milkshake, and they are pretty small. But it was really good. The Sam's Mickey Brownie Sundae, like the brownie was in a shape of Mickey, and then he got to pick the scoop of ice cream he wanted. We sat there in the food court, we played cards, we ate our snack, and I called and was waiting on hold for to make our bounce back offer. And spoiler alert, we did book it. But it isn't the original dates that we booked it for, so definitely be watching for that video, because I don't know. Hold on. Yeah, be watching for that video because this video will come out before the trip video. I had to go in and look at my calendar. So we played cards, we ate our snack, we went back to our room, and we had our reusable mugs because we take them with us even into the parks because you can use them to like fill up with water. But we just kind of hung out. But one of the reasons we went back to the resort early was because I really wanted to do the campfire. Now, Sam doesn't like roasted marshmallows. He doesn't like marshmallows in general. If you were to, his version of a s'more is graham cracker with chocolate, and that's it. But one of the great things about the campfire at the resorts is, in theory, it is a free activity. If you don't want graham crackers and chocolate, you can eat 6 marshmallows, roast them over a fire for absolutely free. If you want to know when it is, check the recreation flyer that is at your resort, and it will tell you what days, what times, how long it lasts for your resort. You get a package of like, I think it's like 6 marshmallows, and you get a wooden dowel rod as a roasting stick. There will be dots around the campfire to show you how far to stay away from the fire. You cannot catch your marshmallow on fire. If you do, they'll ask you to gently bring it up, blow it out, and that marshmallow is kind of officially done. In their eyes, sometimes they'll let you retoast it, but once a marshmallow has caught on fire, there's more of a chance for it to continue to catch on fire. Don't start swinging your marshmallow to put it out. We actually watched that happen. Again, it was a family not from the US that had never roasted marshmallows before, so it was kind of cool to watch them experience that for the first time and to like try or toast a marshmallow. But like it flung off and like landed on like the front. It was interesting. They got it cleaned up though. So if you want to purchase a s'mores kit, I did Google it because at Christmas they were $7 and they still are for most of the resorts. Just know that you cannot pay cash for the kits. You can charge it to your Magic Band, to your room if you're staying on property, which you're at the resort property. You can charge it with your Magic Band, and I'm tapping my Fitbit as if it's a Magic Band. You can use a credit or debit card, or you can use a Disney gift card. If you're like, oh, well, we're paying for everything in cash, you've got a couple options. You can charge it to your room and then immediately go pay it off at the check-in desk, or you can go into the gift shop, buy a gift card for, let's say $30, and then go do your s'mores, and then if you have anything left, you can use it the next time you're going to eat something. So I did Google what the current prices was, and it did tell me that most of the resorts are $7 as of today, which is April 30th, for a s'mores kit. And it has 2 Mickey-shaped graham crackers, 2 pieces of dark chocolate. Why are we using dark chocolate? Like, do kids like dark chocolate? I'm an adult and don't like dark chocolate. And a fancy marshmallow. And I will say that I watched several people buy them at Christmas, and they aren't the blueberry ones anymore that they had for the 50th, thank goodness, because those smelled really bad when they were cooking, like over the stovetop. But like if you put it in the fire too long, it gets really, really soft, and it like will slide off of the dowel rod. That happened to 2 different people, so they had to like almost damage out a couple of the s'mores kits to give them new marshmallows. So and like they're a square marshmallow too, and they're about yay thick. So, and like people even had them pretty far on to like the dowel rod, and they were still like sliding because because you're holding the stick, and the stick's kind of like aimed down, so it's like sliding off of the stick. It was a mess, literally. So Google said that particular kit is offered at all the resorts except for Fort Wilderness because they have a different kit that's more expensive. It says, as of today, it was $10, and it is for the Chippendales Campfire Sing-Along. And it includes a full package of graham crackers, and I'm assuming it's like a package of regular graham crackers. It just says multiple chocolate bars, so I don't know exactly how much that is. And then obviously there will be marshmallows. Now, I did purchase a s'mores kit so that you could see exactly what comes in it, and that video is coming up. So if that interests you, be watching for that video to see. But here is the thing. It is not worth the price that Disney wants you to pay for a s'mores kit. $7 for 2 graham crackers and some dark chocolate. And a fancy marshmallow, but still. Personally, what I'm going to tell you to do is to, if you are driving, bring your s'more stuff with you. Go to the grocery store and pick up some chocolate bars, some graham crackers, and then just take them with you to the campfire. If you're flying in, I know some people use Amtrak to get in, or for some reason you're doing a grocery order pickup, or grocery delivery or pickup or something like that, get the supplies at the grocery store. It's going to be cheaper to bring or get these s'mores, graham crackers, and chocolate than it is to buy the s'mores kit. For $7, you can buy a box of graham crackers and at least a couple packages of Hershey bars. I know that typically, even out at our Dollar General, living in a small town, a package of like 6 regular size Hershey bars are normally 2 for $6 or 2 for $7.50. And if you figure that you're breaking one chocolate bar in half, and six times, then there's 2, 4, 6, 8, I'm right, 12. You could have 12 s'mores for one package of 6 Hershey bars. So do with that information with what you will. So after the campfire, we headed back into the food court. When we grabbed our last dinner on property, we got chicken strips and French fries. We were just kind of tired. We were kind of done. We were ready to relax. We took them back we grabbed them to go, filled up our drink mugs, and we headed back to our room to watch TV. We ate dinner. We chatted with my mom a little bit via text and relaxed before we headed home. Before the long day home the next couple of days. So that's kind of an overview of the last full day on property. And now, as you know, it's a photo montage. I hope you enjoy it, and we'll see you in the next one. Toodles!